Welcome to section 7.3. This is the 54th session of the CISSP exam prep series. In this session, we'll assemble digital signatures. We'll answer several questions. What two guarantees does a digital signature give you? How do you actually sign and verify a message? Why does signing alone not keep a message secret? Which key do you reach for in each situation? And what shortcuts and standards should you know? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because signatures settle disputes about who did what. Picture your finance team approving wire transfers, and later someone insists they never authorized one. A digital signature ties that approval to a specific person in a way they cannot credibly deny. The same technology lets software vendors prove a patch really came from them and was not swapped out by an attacker. When you can prove origin and detect tampering, trust stops being a matter of taking someone's word. So what two guarantees does a digital signature give you? Two things, working together. First, non-repudiation. A signed message assures the recipient it genuinely came from the claim sender, so that sender cannot later cry forgery. Second, integrity. It proves the message was not altered on its journey, whether by a malicious hand or by simple transmission noise. Notice what a signature combines. It marries public key cryptography with the hashing you just learned, using each for what it does best. How do you actually sign and verify a message? Signing has a clean shape. The sender hashes the message down to a digest, then encrypts only that digest with their own private key. That encrypted digest is the signature, and it rides along with the original message. On the other end, the recipient decrypts the signature using the sender's public key to recover the sender's digest. They also hash the received message themselves. If the two digests match, the message is authentic and untouched. If they differ, either the sender is not who they claim or the message was changed. Signing only the small digest, rather than the whole message, keeps the work light. Why does signing alone not keep a message secret? Because a signature is about proof, not privacy. It delivers integrity, authentication, and non-repudiation, but the message text still travels in the open for anyone to read. If you also need confidentiality, you add a wrapping step. After attaching the signature, you encrypt the whole bundle with the recipient's public key. Now, only their private key can open it, and once opened, they still verify your signature as before. Sign for proof, then encrypt for secrecy, in that order. Which key do you reach for in each situation? This trips up a lot of people, so anchor it with 4 simple rules. To encrypt a confidential message for someone, use that recipient's public key. To decrypt a message sent to you, use your own private key. To sign a message you are sending, use your own private key. And to verify a signature on a message you received, use the sender's public key. The pattern is consistent. Your private key represents you, and the other party's public key represents them. Hold those 4 rules, and the confusion disappears. What is HMAC, and when does it fit? HMAC is a keyed hash that acts as a partial signature. Using a shared secret key, it guarantees integrity in transit, so only parties who hold that key can generate or check it. But because the key is shared rather than private, it cannot provide non-repudiation. Anyone with the key could have produced it, so it proves nothing about which specific party did. Its upside is efficiency. HMAC sits between a plain unkeyed hash and a full, computationally heavy digital signature, making it a good fit where symmetric key cryptography is already appropriate. What standards govern digital signatures? For federal use, the Digital Signature Standard defines which algorithms are acceptable and requires the SHA-3 family for the hashing step. It then approves a short list of signature algorithms. There is the RSA signature algorithm, the elliptic curve digital signature algorithm, which carries built-in support for non-repudiation, and the Edwards curve digital signature algorithm. You do not need the internal math, but you should recognize these names and know that a recognized standard governs which combinations are trusted for serious use. So let's bring it together. A digital signature gives you non-repudiation and integrity by pairing hashing with public key cryptography. You sign by encrypting a message digest with your private key, and the recipient verifies with your public key. Signing proves origin, but does not hide content, so encrypt with the recipient's public key when you also need confidentiality. Remember the 4 key rules. Treat HMAC as a fast partial signature without non-repudiation, and know the digital signature standard names. Master this, and trust in your communications becomes something you can prove. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on rucloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.